Canadian science writer David Suzuki says that with the quarantine from COVID-19, roadkill, that's animals killed by cars, has been greatly reduced. Immediately I jumped to the conclusion that David Suzuki was working with George Soros and Bill Gates to put all humans into FEMA camps so that we never experience wild areas of the planet, as we are most likely going to kill the wildlife just by being there. This is an underlying theme that humans by nature are a parasite on planet Earth, and they need to be herded into smart cities where they can't damage the environment, and only the elite will be allowed to go. Elite like scientists. Only the elite will be allowed to go to these wild places like Antarctica or various coral atolls in the Pacific Ocean, as is currently the case. Now, it's certainly true that there are immature humans that do damage wild places, but there's also Mount Rushmore, where someone said it's a beautiful artistic sculptured into the Black Hills of South Dakota of the presidents, but you know, it kind of spoils the natural beauty of that particular bluff. It'll never be the same until, you know, you go and you blow up those president's figures like the Taliban did to the great Buddhas in Afghanistan. Someone says, is there a happy medium? I don't know. But, you know, telling humans that they're parasites and then they cannot explore the planet because we have to have enormous areas of the planet off limits to humans for the protection of wildlife. That's a fat controller, and I will not go along with it. I do not consent. What other ways can you protect the animals so they don't get run over by roadkill, or they don't get wiped out by predators who are using pipeline areas to predate on caribou? The answer is Dr. Suzuki has a certain level of consciousness, and we're going to go with maybe 402 on the scale of human consciousness. Suzuki believes in his kind of way of thinking. He is not a spiritual person. He might say, well, I'm into the spirit of the planet and the ecology. He is not a spiritual person. He does not love humans, and he only tells stories if he gets paid for them. We know that Dr. Suzuki wants us to all live as marginal existence while he has expensive real estate holdings in places like Vancouver, Canada. So don't follow Dr. Suzuki. He's not a spiritual person. He's a fat controller. In the disguise of protecting wildlife, he wants to coop you up. And he's an elite, so he'll be able to go to these wild places and enjoy it, and it won't be contaminated by the likes of us. Beware of these scientist people. They have an agenda, and it's not pro-humanity. It's elitism. And Dr. Suzuki, to you.